Hey, what's up everyone, Morey Croson here, and we have a brand new breakdown for you today on Desmond Ritter, and we're gonna start the video right now.
This is the Performance Lab. Reach your individual goals. You don't want to just talk about straight line speed. We also want to talk about your ability to be quick. We break down your video, and let's make you into the quarterback I know you can become.
All right, so this is really going to be more of a comparison video. So I did a breakdown on Desmond Ritter last year, 2020. He had a great year last year as well, and so far, Cincinnati is again one of the top teams in the country, sitting somewhere between, top five, right? 2, 3, depending on the polls. Really, people have them in different places, but top 5 is where they're pretty consistently sitting at, undefeated here, and really. Breaking down Desmond Ritter is interesting because you can see a good amount of flaws here. What really stands out to me is that he seems like the type of quarterback that is going to have a lot of success in college football. So for a lot of you guys that are in high school that are looking to be able to succeed at a high level in college, can take a lot from a breakdown like this because where Desmond Ritter is able to really succeed is he's a great decision maker. He does a good job running. He, a lot of times is finding the right receiver. Isn't always accurate on the throw, doesn't have the best arm strength, but is consistent, right? And because he's consistent, you know exactly what you're gonna get, and it doesn't cost Cincinnati games, right? So here we're gonna look at 2020. And the throw here, so this is a deeper throw. Naturally, when we see deeper throws, there's going to be a little bit more time in the actual release. So we start at 26.0, and the ball's coming out of his hands at about 2.93, so 0.33, same type of thing, right? High-level Division I quarterback, 0.33 release time on a deeper throw. I do think he spends a good amount of time with that ball back behind him, and he does drop that elbow a good amount, which that's not super sound, right? We see people that are able to have a better overall utilization of their arms when they're going through the throw, but what he does really good is, look at that big wide base, right? So that allows him to be able to transfer a good amount of weight forward. He is 6'4", so he's a good sized guy, and he also is transferring his weight forward, right? He's able to get all the way through the throw. You can see, where he's at here. He's got that good solid back leg bend. He's able to generate rotation off that back leg, force off that back leg, and then uses that to help get him all the way up and through as he's actually going through the throw, right? Now we have a similar throw here in 2021. This is when they played Notre Dame. So we're at, let's just say 5, 6, 6, 9, 6, 9. And the ball gets out of his hands somewhere in there. I mean, it's not quite out of his hands there, but I think that this is like 2. That's a good amount of difference there. So let's just say 0.4. So now we're at 7.04-ish, right? Because it's not out of his hands at, 0.2, which would be that 0.33. So it's somewhere between 0.33 and 0.35. Let's just say that, right? Again, in that same area though, time after time we see this. And what I like about these throws are, one, they're both deep throws, but this is from the 50, right? He's a little bit behind the 50. And then the receiver catches it, catches it about the 3-5, that was going to probably land a yard into the end zone, maybe right in the end zone. And that was pretty much the furthest he's going to be able to throw the ball. Maybe he can get another, 4 to 5 yards on it, but I don't see him being able to throw the ball 60 yards, right? Just based off that throw. This is him from this year, same type of thing. He's throwing it from about the 30, 10, 20, 30, 40. Guy catches it at about that 50-yard mark. A similar type of thing here, right? I mean, it was a little bit even underthrown on this, okay? So the receiver does a great job going up for that ball. Number 12 is a stud receiver when you're watching their film. So again, 50 yards. Right, and that's why, again, I say that he's, I think, a great quarterback for, a lot of high school quarterbacks to be able to study and take note of, because he's having a lot of success. He's giving himself the opportunity to play in the NFL by his performance, right? Not because he has this crazy arm that, everybody's in awe of, or because he has some type of crazy speed, or there's nothing about him that really stands out. He's not crazy accurate. He doesn't get the ball out of his hands super fast. All those things are, they're not bad, right? He has good accuracy, he has good arm strength, he has good release, he's got, good speed, but I think he's a great decision maker, right? And he's very, very consistent. So, as we continue to go through some of these throws here, we'll look at some of these. But here, let me go back to the beginning, actually. Let's see some of these throws that he made to kind of start the game. He started off against Notre Dame and struggled a little bit with some of the throws. So here we have a throw. This is the beginning of the game, 8:56. Out route here. Good base. When he's following through, he is kind of leaning off to the side a little bit. But this is a wide open guy. Ends up sailing that ball a little bit there. Not super accurate. This one gets knocked down. They try to run that same play. That one ends up getting knocked down. Here's another throw. Right? And to me, when you end up going in and really having that longer release and kind of dropping down that elbow drop isn't bad, but it's definitely there. And so when you have that elbow drop, then you're going to have that action where now the elbow and ball are coming upwards during the throw, right? Which makes it so it's a little bit more likely for you to be sailing the ball, right? And this is what they should have been trying to do most of the game. Notre Dame, I didn't actually watch this game, but really try to force him to be able to throw in tight windows, because when he has to throw in tighter windows, he has a little bit more trouble, right? And that's where I think they're able to have a lot of successes. He's great when the guys are a little bit more open, but once he has to really fit it in with tight coverage, it gets a little bit more difficult. So I'm definitely interested to see once if they can stay undefeated, how he does against some of these great defenses that are in like the SEC or even the Big 12 or something like that. So there's not a huge difference between some of the stuff that we saw in 2020 in comparison to 2021. He still has that elbow drop. He still gets the ball out of his hands at about the same overall time. So, nothing stands out to me from a overall mechanic position. I'm sure he did a lot of work from a decision-making and footwork perspective. He is, I think, in a lot better and more confident position as he's throwing. You can definitely tell he has a better understanding of the offense as he's running it. So, that's always important. But it's a critical example of somebody who is able to run the offense at a high level. And at the end of the day, as a quarterback, that's what your job is you have to be great at running the offense, making the right decisions, getting the ball into the guy's hands that's supposed to be making the plays, and then when it's your turn to be able to make plays, be able to make that happen. And, Desmond Ridder, I think, is a great example of somebody that could do that. I don't see him being the top overall pick or anything like that. He's going to probably be the fourth or fifth best quarterback within this class, in my opinion, but he's still not going to be somebody that's going to lose the game for Cincinnati. To me, I think that he's going to be able to do a lot of things really well. It's just going to be a matter of can they continue to sustain and play at such a high level when they end up getting to more and more formidable competition. I think Notre Dame is obviously a great school, but their offense is not great. I think if they could have done better offensively, that would have put a lot more pressure on Cincinnati to be able to perform. As always, guys, thanks for watching this video. If you like the information, go ahead and click that thumbs up down below. Subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, comments, or recommendations, you can leave those down below. Check out some of the things we have in the description. We have the throw breakdown. We have Quarterback University. I've been updating that a lot recently. Go ahead and check that out. It's a really cool deal too. We have 3 days where you get free or a week that you get free, depending on what it is that you're looking to get. Also, check out the throw program for 2021. I know a lot of you guys are coming towards the end of the season, and we're getting into wanting to work to improve your mechanics, improve your overall skill, get a better understanding of how to read defenses, look at defenses, things like that. So, we want to make sure you guys are able to really benefit from the program here. And in those programs, we have a 3-month actual strength training program, as well as mechanics, as well as videos to help you in understanding how to read defenses, as well as videos to help you in, just being able to get motivated, being able to really raise your game to a higher level in all facets of being a quarterback. We have footwork drills as well, so go and check that out. We do have a 7-day free link as well if you guys want to just try that out in order to get started. So all that is in the description. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.